Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing about the basic SQL commands. We will understand the introduction of data analytics tools. Data analytics tools is the process of collecting, organizing, analyzing and interpreting the data to find useful patterns, trends and insights is called data analytics. It is widely used in business, healthcare, finance, sports, even in social media to make smart decisions based on the data rather than guesswork. Why is data analytics important? It is very crucial to understand the importance of data analytics before we jump into the data analytics field. In the current scenario, companies, government, and even individuals depend on the data because it plays a crucial role in making smarter decisions. For example, for a business, data can be used to understand customer behavior. For example, Amazon recommends a product based on our shopping history. It can be used to accelerate work efficiency. For example, Uber use data to optimize route for drivers. For healthcare organization use data to diagnose disease and suggest treatments. Hospital analyze patients to records to improve service. For personal use, we can use data to track our spending habits. Fitness app track steps or calories to give health recommendation. Now we will dive into the types of data analytics. There are mainly four types of data analytics, which are descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. In the simple language, descriptive analytics just summarize the patterns and trends in the past instead of predicting future trends. And for example, the supermarket needs to check the last month's sales report to see which product sold the most. And the tools used are Excel, SQL, and Tableau. Diagnostic analytics. It is for why it tries to find out the reasons behind the trends, like why did it happen, and the company notices a drop in sales and investigate customers feedback to find out. In the easy language, simple language, it's trying to investigate and trying to find out the reasons behind the trends. The tools used are Python and SQL. Predictive analytics. This is called what will happen. This method forecasts the future trends based on the past data using statistical techniques and machine learning algorithm. For example, bank predicting if a customer is likely to default on a loan. Tools used: Python, Scikit, R, machine learning. Prescriptive analytics. What should we do? This type of data analytics method is used to suggest or recommend what should be done to achieve desired results. It suggests action based on the data insights. Example: Google Maps recommending the fastest route based on the live traffic data. Tools used: AI, Python, Power BI. Common data analytics tool. There are different types of data analytics tool, and we will discuss some of the popular ones. Number one is Excel. It's a beginner friendly tool used for basic calculation, filtering data, creating charts and pivot tables. Example: analyzing monthly expenses and visualizing them with graphs. Number two is SQL. SQL is a structured query language used for strong retrieving and managing data in database. Example: a bank used SQL to find how many customers applied for loans in the last year. Number three is Python, powerful for data analytics and automation, used for data cleaning, analysis, and visualization using pandas, numpy, and matplotlib. For example, analyzing social media trends by processing thousands of tweets. R. Statistical analysis and visualization, used for advanced statistical modeling, graphs, and resource data analysis. Example: a scientist used R to analyze climate change patterns. Tableau, data visualization and dashboards, used for converting raw data into beautiful interactive charts and graphs. Example: a company visualization sales trends with an interactive dashboards. Number 6 is Power BI, business intelligence tool, used for reporting dashboards and data visualization. Example: a hospital tracking patients admission trends. Google Analytics, web data analysis, used for understanding websites traffic and visitors behavior. Example: an e-commerce website tracking how many people visited the product pages. Among all the data analytics tools, I am going to learn Excel, SQL, and basic Python, and it will be my last topics, last course. I'm not R, I'm Tableau and Power BI. I'm going to go for Power BI. And let's understand the steps of data analytics process. Every data analytics project follows these steps. 1. Define the problem. For example, a problem is company wants to know why its sales dropped in last 3 months. This is a problem of the company that we have to investigate, or we have to find out why the sales have been dropped. And step 2 is collect the data, sources, surveys, websites, logos, social media, sales records, and database. These are the sources to find out the data. Example: gathering all the sales transaction from January to March. Step 3 is clean the data. Clean the data is like removing errors, missing values, and duplicate data. Example: if an Excel sheet has incorrect data or empty cells, they need to be fixed. Then steps number 4 is analyze the data, applying statistics, charts, and query to find the patterns. For example, using SQL to count the number of cells for each product category. Step number 5 is visualize the data. It's easy to visualize the data if we are able to demonstrate them in graph, charts, and dashboards. For example, using Tableau to create a bar chart showing which product had the most sales. It gives a direct visualization to figure out the trend. Then after, number 6 is interpret the results and act. Example: if data shows the online sales dropped out but in the store sales increased, the company might investigate more in digital marketing. Conclusion: data analytics helps us to understand the past, analyze the present, and predict the future. Using the data, whether you are business owner, student, or working professional learning, data analytics can help us make smarter decisions and improve the problem solving skills. Now let's understand the differences of database and spreadsheet. It seems quite confusion for most of the students and people, that database and spreadsheets looks like similar, but both the database and spreadsheets are used for storing and organizing data, but they function differently and are suited for distinct purposes. Let's know the definition of spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is a digital ledger, essentially an electronic version of traditional paper accounting worksheets. It was designed to help users to store accounting data in a structured tabular format. This capability allows for the creation of tables within a spreadsheet. Because of this, some people mistakenly assume that spreadsheet and database serves the same purpose, but they are built different. Database: a structured system, MySQL, PostSQL, or SQL Server, that stores, manages, and processes large data sets efficiently using SQL, structured query language. The key differences are here: data size, structure, scalability, data integrity, multi-user. You can check it out from here. We can use a spreadsheet when we have small data sets, example budget tracking, to-do list, if we need to analyze quickly with formulas, and if we are working with a small team, spreadsheet is very usable. On the other hand, use of the dataset when we need to handle large and complex datasets, when we need to find out the relationships between the tables like sales linked to consumers. We'll discuss SQL deeply in next class. We need to high security and scalability and multi-user access. Now, what is the relational database and SQL rule? It's crucial to understand this relational database because in SQL we split the many tables from the big list. Like it is the way of storing data in an organized, structured format using tables in multiple tables by splitting one big list. It helps to make easy to manage, update, and retrieve information. Why is it called relational? The term relational comes from the fact that data is stored in multiple tables which is connected by relationship. These relationships are based on keys that link one table to another. For example, imagine an online store. Instead of keeping all customer and order information in one big table, we use separate tables. Customer table is a database, customer ID, name, email, and order table is another database where order ID, and these two tables are related by customer ID, so that in the future if we need to link these two tables, we can easily link these two table with the help of relations of customer ID in both, that is common in both table. Notice the relationships. Instead of storing consumers full details on the orders table, we only store the customer ID. The customer ID connects the orders table to the customers table. Role of SQL in relational database. SQL structured query language is the language used to communicate with relational database. It helps to retrieve data, filter data, sort the data, insert new data, update data, and delete data. Benefits of relational database: it avoids the duplicate data, easier to manage, faster queries, and more security. Now, after knowing this, we will practice some basic SQL commands. Now we will go into my SQL workbench. Here we will start. We'll start from creating a database. This is a one database. We'll give a name, dev database, apply, and apply and finish. We get here database. Now we can get rid of it, and in the tables, right click and table data wizard, or you can create the table from here as well. Like that, you can create the table from here, but we will import the data from import the data. Browser, I don't know. I'll just pick this one. Next, create the data table. Here is like X coding UTF. We'll not change anything. We'll not change anything. We'll just try to practice some basic SQL commands. I think it will take some time. Finally, the data has been imported. Now let's practice some basic commands. Next, finish. All right, this one. This represents this indicates the comments like this one is not run. This one will not run, just for the comments to write notes. Select. This command helps to select the data, retrieve the data. Let's try it. Select from layoff. This will run the code. From cells. Drop the table means it's a delete. To select the table, we have to first select this database, or we have to write from database dot mobile games data. Yeah. And if we need to select the model only, we have to write model. Or if we want to select this button will select the recent one, and this one will select the overall whole table. I will select 2 column. Select brand, model, price. I'll copy this. What happened? Function database price does not exist. Let's do this one. And then select, and then let's go to let's use a select distinct. This select distinct used to select the unique value of the column. Now let's see. if we run this code by clicking this one, it only shows the latest current one wherever the cursor is. We can see the model only, and it's a distinct means it's a unique value. It will give the unique value, and then we will use the where. It. Need to filter the records. For example, select brand. From database where rating. Let's check our rating. Where rating is greater than 4. Make it 3. So brand and it will gives only the value which is greater than 3.5 and rating less than 4.5. Now it will give the value in between the 3.5 and 4.5.
Teddy bear prank on my cutie.
सेट किया था ये एक्सप्लेन भन्ने छैन भने म त्यो भन्छु सबैको त देखाउँछु हातले म के गर्नु त्यो फाल्टो होला है फागुन त चैतमा हुन्छ त्यस्तै क्या नेपालमा पनि हुन्छ नि त गर्मी गर्मी लाइन बेला भित्र त जाडो बाहिर त गर्मी हुन्छ नि त भित्र त चिसो चिसो हुन्छ अनि बाहिर चाहिँ गर्मी बढ्छ